Allison Felix looking for her third gold medal of these championships. Mary Weinberg and Sonia Richards running the anchor leg.
And the U.S. really pulled out all of their big guns for this one because, of course, Great Britain with the 1-2 finish in the women's 4x400 meter relay really is going to put together a good team, but the American women are very, very strong in this event this year.
Christine Ohurugu of Great Britain, who won the gold medal in the 400 meters, will run leadoff for the British, with Marilyn Okoro second, Lee McConnell third, and Nicola Sanders, the silver medalist in the 400 meters, will run their anchor. Ohurugu, who won the gold medal, served a mandatory one-year suspension for missing 3 doping tests and was just reinstated in August in time to win that World Championship gold medal.
And of course, we can't forget about Jamaica, way out in lane 8, but they'll be anchored by Novaline Williams, who just missed out on that gold medal in the women's 4. And Tom and Carol, this is a race that a lot of people have been looking forward to ever since the Brits went 1-2 in the women's 400. Of course, the women of the USA not getting a medal in that race, but Allison Felix and Sonia Richards are 2 great reserves to be able to bring in, and they're going to be expected tonight to deliver. I can probably make a case for putting Allison Felix on anchor as opposed to Sonia Richards, but the coaches have gone with the experience of Sonia Richards, of course, 48.70, setting the American record last year. And Allison Felix is the sprinter, and the second leg is the leg that you want to put the pure sprinter on because, as you know, the first leg is all the way in lanes, and then Allison Felix will get that stick and should have to sprint around that turn 100 meters and then cut for the inside.
When you put a 4x400 meter relay team out there, as you notice, the Brits have the 400 meter champion running the lead leg. It's all strategy and where you put your athletes in terms of hoping that Ohurugu will get a big enough lead for their 2 middle legs to hold on, and then they have the Nicola Sanders finishing it up. But Dee Dee Trotter, who has not run well in these championships, when she ran in the semifinals, she looked extremely good. She looked like Dee Dee Trotter of old, and they know if they put her on that lead leg that she's going to take the USA team out quickly. And of course, you mentioned Allison Felix running 49.70, a personal record this year at 400 meters, and obviously has the speed and the strength to run that second leg.
Belarus will be in lane 4 for this 4x400 meter relay. And right next door to the United States. And the U.S. will have Dee Dee Trotter, Allison Felix, Mary Weinberg, and Sonia Richards running the anchor leg. That's Dee Dee Trotter, the leadoff runner. Lane 6, Russia, Litvinova, Nazarova, Veshkurova, and Antuk. The lineup for the Russians. They could be a threat to win the gold medal. Great Britain stacked with their lineup with Ohurugu, Okoro, McConnell, and Sanders. Jamaica with Williams, Lloyd, Prendergast, and Williams. And rounding out the lineup out in lane 9 will be the Cuban team.
And it'd be a huge mistake to overlook Russia in lane 6. A lot of people in this stadium are looking forward to the USA versus Jamaica and Great Britain, but the Russians always find a way to get it done in the women's 4x400 meter finals.
When you look at the Russian national championships, they usually have so many outstanding 400 meter runners and 400 meter hurdlers. That's why they always have a good team. They have no huge stars, but they seem to put together 4 women who can run extremely fast at 400 meters.
Here's the start of the women's 4x400 meter relay.
And remember, Great Britain is leading off with Ohurugu. She is the women's 400 meter champion here, and she's beginning to make a big move for Great Britain in lane 7, going down the back stretch.
So is Sharika Williams of Jamaica. So it's Jamaica, Great Britain, Russia, the U.S. The U.S. with Dee Dee Trotter running the leadoff leg. Still in their lanes as they turn into the home straightaway. Great Britain and Jamaica. There's Dee Dee Trotter of the U.S. Jamaica, U.S., Great Britain. Here comes the first baton exchange. And the baton pass. It's the U.S. and Jamaica with Russia and Great Britain.
And Allyson Felix wants to run this event next year in Beijing. This is her dress rehearsal. This is Allyson Felix's chance to show the coaches, I belong on this relay. Remember, she's also very rested. She only ran the 200 meters.
Allyson Felix has the baton for the U.S. and for Jamaica, it's Sharifa Lloyd.
And Allyson Felix goes right by Sharifa Lloyd of Jamaica and keeps going. We talked about how she is not that fatigued. She only ran the 200-meter dash.
It's Felix for the U.S. that has the lead. U.S., Jamaica, then Russia, Great Britain, Belarus, and Poland. Allyson Felix has given the U.S. a sizable advantage. Here's the baton pass. Mary Weinberg running the third leg for the United States. Jamaica's in second place as they pass the top baton to Davida Prendergast. It's the U.S., Jamaica, then Russia, and Great Britain.
Wow, 48-2 for Allyson Felix, and she really opened this race up for the United States. Mary Weinberg, a 400-meter finalist, here is holding her own. Now all she has to do is stay relaxed because she knows she has Sonia Richards waiting for the baton.
U.S. in front, Jamaica second, Russia third, Great Britain fourth, Belarus fifth. Home straightaway with Mary Weinberg. Leading for the United States with Jamaica, Russia, and Great Britain right behind. Here's the pass to the anchor. Sonia Richards of the United States shows her 400-meter prowess here. Jamaica second, Russia third, Great Britain fourth. Nicholas Sanders, the silver medalist at 400 meters, has it for Great Britain.
And remember, this is the first time that Sonia Richards, Mary Weinberg just ran a 50.2. This is the first time that Sonia Richards has touched the track to run 400. She has not had a good week, let's face it, but this is a chance to stamp her authority on the 400-meter event in this final leg.
Sonia Richards has the baton for the U.S. Jamaica's catching up. Here comes Russia too, and Great Britain is fourth. Into the home straightaway, Sonia Richards trying to hold off Jamaica. It's the U.S., Jamaica, Russia, Great Britain. Here's the U.S. with Sonia Richards and the baton, running the anchor across the line. It's the U.S., Jamaica, Great Britain gets up for third.
And the matchup that we were looking for, U.S. versus Jamaica and Great Britain, didn't really materialize. Great Britain just hanging on for bronze. But what a second leg, Carol, by Allyson Felix, 48-2, and a 49-1 anchor by Sonia Richards.
That whole matchup was messed up because Uhuru did not run a good opening leg for Britain, but the United States put together a team, and in the beginning it looked like Dee Dee Trotter wasn't running well, but she closed on that first leg, and that's what set it up.
Sonia Richards frustrated because she failed to make the U.S. team at the U.S. Championships in the 400 meters. In a race she thought she could have won the gold medal here in Osaka. Takes it out on her relay teams there with a strong anchor leg as the U.S. wins, with Jamaica getting the silver and Great Britain with Sanders just getting up at the end to give the British the bronze. Now let's go down to Bob Newmeyer with the winning U.S. team.
Dee Dee Trotter, Mary Weinberg, Sonia Richards, and of course Allyson Felix. And Allyson, first of all, you ran that explosive second leg that blew this race to smithereens. Tell us about it.
That was a lot of fun. You know, I have great teammates and had so much confidence in them, and I was just excited to pull it off tonight.
And you got the baton. You were maybe 5 or 10 meters behind the Jamaicans, and then in the blink of an eye, you were in the lead.
Oh, you know, someone's out there, you just want to go get them. So that's what I did tonight.
Sonia, how significant for you? You weren't in the 400 individual. Does this have extra meaning for you?
I mean, absolutely. I didn't make it in the 400, but I was really excited to come on the track and run the full lap. And like Allyson said, we have great teammates, so it was really fun to run tonight.
Allyson, individually, you've done some things here that precious few women have done before in the history of these games. 3 gold medals at the age of 21. What does this mean to you?
I just feel truly blessed. It's a gift from God. I didn't expect it, and to pull it off, you know, I just give him all the glory.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And now to Dwight Stones.